Everyone.
Hi, and this is an exciting week. It is Cruise Week.
Cruise prep week, really.
We are going on 2 new adventures this coming week.
Yes, very excited.
And we're going to need some help from you because some of you have already done some of the stuff we've done, so we need some of your help.
For sure.
So let's talk about all that stuff today.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome. We are Jill and Jerry, the Cruising Canucks. Thank you for joining us today.
Yes, and this is our Sunday afternoon live, and it also becomes a podcast later in the week. In case you miss it, you can still tune in and catch it on replay in YouTube or as a podcast on Spotify and Apple Music. So, so today's an exciting week.
It is.
Yeah, just over an hour from now, I will be tearing down all of the IT tech equipment here and get ready to put it in a suitcase to take it on a cruise.
You've already had lots of excitement because it was cruise try-on day yesterday.
Yeah.
Right? That was the fun part?
Yeah. Something tells me, I don't know if it's done yet or not. I didn't do any trying on of shorts or t-shirts.
I know. I'm just winging it.
Oh. That could be a bad thing.
I just packed all his stuff without even telling him, guys. He has no idea what he'll be wearing for the next 14-day adventure.
Well, the good news is the pressure's off now, and I know I don't have to pack any pants. So that's one less thing to go in the suitcase.
Did not just say that.
For those that know, you know.
The pants have been packed. I promise everybody. I even packed extra than what I normally pack.
Extra pants.
Extra pants have been packed.
That's what I need.
I'll make them wear 2 at a time just in case one comes off.
Oh, and so that's an interesting note to start on. So yeah, we're gonna have a fun time today talking a little bit about 2 things, actually 3 new things we're doing, actually, even though it's 2 cruises coming up for us.
Sorry to interrupt, Jerry. I'm just seeing there's some people are saying there's a little bit of internet issues. Do you want to check the technical Wi-Fi strength and all that to make sure that it's going through for everybody? Because we're seeing a lot of people saying that they're having issues.
Let's see.
Let's deal with the tech issues so we can get this going better.
Okay, I'm going to try a different internet source. So if we go off the air for a second, just bear with
us. We'll switch.
We'll be back. If this works better, we'll try it out next. And, hold on. I can't even get that to work. What's the day of funny internet?
We're back.
We disappeared for a second and back. So hopefully
that's better. Let us know if this is a little bit better, guys, please.
Yeah, we'll watch.
Thanks for messaging Peggy and Todd. I got those messages there on the side.
Oh, I kind of wondered because when we started up the live today and I hit go live, it took a long time for it to go live.
It really did, yeah.
So I thought maybe something was up. So hopefully this will help and that you're getting us better now.
Let's hope.
We'll keep a look in the comments and let us know if it looks like you catch up and we see more live.
Yeah, tell us if it's better.
Not as clear, but isn't choppy. What would you rather have us live?
It's okay if we're fuzzy looking. Well, that's weird.
Tech stuff. Yeah, we never had a problem with that before going live. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's been a funny week actually for me for internet. I've been trying to do some stuff with video uploads and stuff, getting ready for the next videos coming out in the vlog series, and it has been challenging with the internet. So I'm not sure if it's something local in our area that's going on or what's going on. But
yeah, no, he's right. I was having internet issues also earlier. So it is probably an us thing.
I see a lot of people are saying it looks like it's getting a little bit better. So
okay. All right. Let's hope it does.
Let's hope that it.
All right.
And just hope that my device here that doesn't have a full power on it lasts the whole life.
Oh, shoot. I'm going to be running for charging cables in the middle.
So yeah, back to we were saying there's going to be 3 different things that we're going to try for the first time this coming cruise.
Okay.
Do you know all 3? The trivia is coming early for you.
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Okay. First one is it'll be our first celebrity cruise.
Right.
Second one it'll be the first time that we do a ship to ship back to back type thing where we're going to get off one, walk across the pier and get on another ship. And the third, first time
on the Sun Princess.
Oh, yes.
Oh, there was another one?
I was going to say first time on Coco Cay.
No.
No?
Perfect Day. Yeah.
Perfect Day. There you go. That's what I meant.
Technically, I think it is called Coco Cay, but they've kind of added a perfect day to it.
But it is Coco Cay.
So yeah, there is some new stuff for us coming up in the next couple of weeks of cruising for us. The weather's just starting to turn cool here, so it's kind of a good time to get away.
Yes,
it's been warm
true.
October so far, so it was a good October to be home, but now it's turning cool already.
Yeah, we were having, like, even just a few days ago, it was 20 degrees Celsius. But then yesterday morning, was it? I took Bruno out and there was like a huge heavy frost to the point that his little paws were like leaving paw prints on the grass in the backyard.
And Bruce is saying that it's freezing periodically, but still got sound.
Oh
so
man, we're really struggling with this today.
Crazy. We are going to go.
I want to ask questions.
Oh yeah, we are. We're going to talk all about the new cruise stuff.
Okay.
A couple things.
Okay.
A couple updates. We just had our first sea day, and we arrived in Charlottetown. So that's the 2 videos that came out this week. So if you haven't found them on YouTube, those are the 2 that are the most latest. And we had a fun sea day. It was our first formal night.
Yes.
Yep. And we're doing all kinds of specialty dining, as you've hopefully been able to see from us having the premier package. We were just working the premier package for all it's worth.
But we did have dining in the main dining room for both of the specialty nights because we wanted to show formal nights. Yeah. Sorry. Both the formal nights because we wanted to show what that was like. And I had a fabulous meal in the main dining room on the first formal night.
Don't give away the second one though.
Oh.
Well, you don't even know what I'm talking about, do you? I'm editing the second one right now, so I know what you thought of the second one.
I do too. I do have bad memory, but not quite that bad.
And then we were in Charlottetown. This time we didn't do everything Anne of Green Gables. We did that in the spring.
Right.
So we just kind of explored Charlottetown, walked around. It was a beautiful windy day.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, it was a lovely day.
Yep. We had a nice time stretching the legs. But this coming week, watch for day 6 and 7 coming out. And by the way, if you're watching any of those videos, especially Charlottetown, and you see a letter twice and it's the same letter, it only counts once. Yes.
That's a good. Yeah.
So just a hint. You might see it. If you find it, you might find it twice. But it's in the same venue, is what I'm saying. And let's see here. So this week we're going to be, where are we going to be? We are all things Nova Scotia in the vlogs coming out this week. We are going to be Sydney and we are going to be Halifax. Both days we kind of explored. Sydney, we just kind of poked around instead of going off on an excursion we did last time. Halifax, instead of going off and doing something out of the city, we did a whole bunch of stuff in the city.
We did all of Halifax.
We tried a new food that we'd never had before that's specific to Halifax, Nova Scotia area. So definitely catch that vlog. That's a lot of fun. We had a busy day that day doing all kinds of fun stuff in Halifax. Yeah. So comment of the week, and here's one for you, I guess, that Brian is saying, we are looking for a cruise on the Emerald Princess. We're wondering if your thoughts were knowing that you've been on her twice. So wondering whether or not you would go on Emerald Princess again or not.
So my response to that question is I would go on Emerald Princess again if it was in a warm cruise climate. I felt like the ship was extremely crowded interior, and that partly was to do that we were cruising in, the time of year we were in Canada, and so there were the pool decks and all of the outdoor space was empty all the time. And I mean, we enjoyed the pool decks and that, but we had it by ourselves. But that meant anytime you tried to do anything inside, it was just jammed packed full. So I would say that it felt very crowded, probably one of the most crowded ships I've ever been on, in my opinion. And so I would only want to go on it again in a warmer climate where people are more spread out throughout all the areas of the ship.
And it's very interesting to me because Scott, he's on from Oregon that's on here, he has a little calculation that he talks about, which is the passenger to space ratio to divide the size of the ship by the number of passengers on board for maximum capacity. When I did that math for the Emerald Princess, it definitely ranked down there as being some of the least amount of space per person compared to some other ships we've been on recently. And we definitely felt that. So we
definitely felt that.
It's kind of an interesting way. We've been starting to look a little closer at that calculation now. We're booking cruises saying, okay, where does it fall for crowdiness, right? If you do that calculation.
Yeah, because we were thinking, one of the things that Princess does really well is movie Under the Stars, and it's usually very well attended to. So maybe that frees up some of the crowding in some of the venues in the evening, whereas, Movies Under the Stars was not attended to very well. The few times that we went out to check out the movie and that, we might have saw one couple out watching a movie as opposed to, 100 people or whatever. So yeah, things like the Crooners Bar, we only got a seat in there one night on this 10-day journey because every other time we went there, there was never an empty table or an empty seat to sit down. So we really felt the crowdedness inside on that ship. And the piazza is a very tiny piazza, yet they have so much entertainment going on there that it's so crowded there.
Yeah, the one night that they had nothing going on in the piazza was the night the ship performed its best. It was everything was spread out around the ship. There was entertainment going on from end to end, from the lounge at the back to the theater at the front, and a few things going on around the piazza at some of the venues there. And the ship functioned, I feel, the way it was designed and meant to be, and it didn't feel as crowded that night. We had a great time that night, and I think that's one of the upcoming vlogs that we show that experience. But yeah, and the nights where everything was piazza centric, then yeah, the ship did not work well. It felt very crowded, is how I felt. It felt like there was space, especially when you can't go up top during a cool day and there's nothing at the back of the ship, that yeah, everything becomes very crowded. So yeah, warm weather. And yeah, and hopefully they can kind of get that figured out on that class of ship. It's not a ship that should have everything in the piazza, at least in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful ship, and there's lots of different venues, and so they need to use those venues a little bit better. I think the planning on it planned for everything to cause congestion. So a little bit of better planning could alleviate that, in our opinion.
So that's the Emerald Princess. Other than that, yeah.
A Stray Dog Videos is saying the only thing I don't like about the Emerald Princess is the shower curtains. Love almost everything else. Been on her 4 or 5 times. Nice. Yeah, it does have a shower curtain to contend with.
Yeah, but I didn't find it terrible. Not as small as the Caribbean Princess.
I don't know if I was like, if it's a different size or not, but I felt like it was a little more spacious than the Caribbean Princess, but I could be wrong.
Okay, Jerry's Cruise Weather Watch. So, watch this week is very interesting. There is a bit of a storm down towards Jamaica that's kind of rumbling around there this weekend. Could move towards western Cuba by the middle of the week, and then it could take aim somewhere in Gulf of Mexico. It looks like right now towards Florida Panhandle. Not sure if it's going to develop into a full hurricane or tropical storm, but it'd be something to watch for, definitely if you're cruising in that area. Lucky for us, it's not going to impact the other side of Florida that we're going to. So
good. Really?
So yeah, so we'll be hopefully flying over it possibly by the time the weekend comes, but it shouldn't be a factor for a lot of Florida until you get up towards the Gulf Coast, towards the north part there. So we'll see if that changes. Hurricanes can change. So just something to watch for this week. Hurricane season is winding down, but there's still a threat. So I would keep an eye on that if you're cruising anywhere in the Gulf of Mexico or that area of Florida. Trivia time for you.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
My favorite time.
Here we go. Trivia. We'll get through the trivia and then we'll get on to talk about us going on the new cruises. What cruise line this week announced that they are going to start doing Alaska cruises in 2026? So that's going to make you think, okay, which ones aren't going to Alaska?
They're going to start?
And they're going to start doing Alaska.
I don't know. MSC is not doing Alaska that I know of right now. So maybe it's them. That's what comes in my head.
That's your guess?
Yeah, that's my guess.
Christine, I can see, is she saying Virgin? Bruce is saying Virgin.
Oh.
James Kimmy Cat are MSC. Scott's saying MSC. Ooh, we got Virgin, MSC.
Yeah, MSC is my guess.
And
just because I haven't seen them there.
The answer is...
But Virgin hasn't either. Oh, it is MSC.
MSC. You got one right.
There you go. So strange.
And that's because Alaska has so much space available at all the ports right now that they thought, let's bring more ships up there. That's what they're thinking, I'm pretty sure.
It's a very popular spot, people. Yeah, lots of ships there. Wow.
I'm not even sure if I can say the ship name right. MSC...
Poseidon?
Posha? Piosha? If someone knows how to say that, then yeah.
Bruce is saying that Virgin's going there in 2026.
Really? So maybe it's not just MSC. Oh, that's good because you're right.
Well, next year's 25, so maybe the year after Virgin is going.
Well, that's when MSC's going is 26.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Maybe it's because there's so much room that Virgin and MSC can fit up there as well. We might as well send Fred Olsen over there. All of them might as well go to Alaska.
P&O hasn't gone there yet.
Exactly.
Just try to think. Morella, have they gone there?
Yeah, Morella needs to get in there too. Yeah, we have to fill up all that space at those ports. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm sure. I could just imagine the Alaska ports that feel like they've got the strain now and they want to block cruise ships. What they're going to think when they hear even more are coming.
Juneau.
Yeah, Juneau's going to be like, no more cruise ships.
Yeah. Wow.
Someone's telling me how to say it.
Oh.
Poestia.
Oh.
Is that right?
Scott is saying Royal Caribbean's building their own port near Juneau.
Wow.
There you go.
Crazy what's going on in Alaska right now. So it definitely is in demand. That's for it. Used to be Caribbean was the thing. Alaska was kind of a fringe thing in the summer for people that could cruise in the summer. But yeah, it's becoming almost the thing in North America.
Yeah, and trying to find a Caribbean cruise in the summer is becoming difficult because we've been trying to do that, and it's like your options are very limited. There's only a couple ships doing it. Yeah.
We'll come back to the last question before you answer it. Just saying, if you're watching the questions, comments come in, There's one there that we're going to talk about today, I guess. We should. And now it's time to talk about what we came here to talk about.
Okay.
We're going to talk about our cruises coming up. And before we get there, maybe we'll talk about that last comment that just came in.
Okay.
Because I like the idea.
Okay.
Let's see if I can find it there. And there it is. Stray Dog Video says, can we start a collection to get the Canucks on Virgin Cruises then? Yep. There you go. Do we know anything about this question?
I know nothing.
So we could be possibly attending a travel agent seminar tomorrow.
Oh, we are.
On Virgin Cruises for 3 hours, and they're going to talk all about Virgin and tell us what it's like on the ship and why you should sail Virgin. So they've got 3 hours to impress me enough that I might consider booking a Virgin cruise.
So guys, I have been working my hardest and I have him convinced. We have an itinerary picked and a ship picked and a possible date. But before he agreed to book it, he decided he's going to do their travel agent training to try to get a little bit of an insight into it and see whether he can handle it or not, I guess. Yeah. So anyways, fingers crossed that he likes the training that he takes tomorrow evening. And maybe we will be booking a Virgin cruise shortly. We don't have one booked yet, but we're hoping that we will in the future.
Exactly. So we'll see. I'm not ruling it out any longer, but for a long time it was a hard no. It's now a maybe.
There you go.
It's a hard maybe, maybe a soft maybe.
So they're saying, Stray Dog Video is saying, don't forget your red shirt and your pajamas for the party. Yeah, I told him about that they have a pajama party, and he went, "Oh, I don't know, maybe I can't go." When he heard that, so I'll just secretly pack him some pajamas.
Oh, so what do you want to talk about? We're supposed to be talking about our cruise.
Okay.
And I just see Todd's got some tips there, but I'm not going to put it there yet. I'm going to turn it off.
It was there for a second.
Well, just because I thought we should talk a little bit about what people are going to be seeing, because we're not going to talk to anybody after this live again until it could almost be December, because we've got the cruises coming up. We have some family stuff coming up.
Yes.
It literally might be December by the time we have our next live. So this could be the only one this month.
That's true.
So we should let you know how this is going to play out.
Okay. Good idea.
We are going on 2 cruises coming up. We are going on a Celebrity, and we are going on the Sun Princess, Celebrity Apex.
Right. And so we leave our house at the end of this week, and we fly down, and we're getting on the Celebrity next Sunday, a week from today. Yes,
that'll be our first cruise of the 2 cruises. Is going to be Celebrity. And then after that, we're going to get off, and we're going to get on the Sun Princess for 7 days.
But you guys aren't going to see it that way. You will if you follow us on Instagram. Please do that, because we'll be, doing regular posts while we're traveling through Instagram. But we're going to come home, and Mr. Canuck's going to get busy in the editing room, and we're going to be releasing the Sun Princess vlogs first.
Yeah.
What?
That just came out. It came out funny. I'm going to get busy editing in the editing room. I'm not going to get busy in the editing room.
Oh, sorry.
If you're talking Virgin Cruises, there's an innuendo now that slides in places.
Okay, stop. Okay. Anyways, so we will be releasing the Sun Princess vlogs first, and then when we're done with those vlogs, we will release the Apex. Video. So
that's the way the vlog order is going to come out. So it's going to seem like we're on the Sun first and then the Apex, but we're telling you an inside secret. We're actually doing it the other way around. Yeah, we just figured everybody's going to want to know all about the Sun Princess being new. We know there's a bunch of people that watch the channel that are going on the Sun Princess.
Right.
And so we thought maybe they'd get a few glimpses of our vlog before they get to go on, and we'll have some tips or some warnings.
Yes, that's right.
Yep. And then the Apex will come out after that.
That's right.
And that'll be probably farther towards Christmas and into the new year by the time Apex comes out. So
there you go.
The year is coming to an end quickly. So that's the inside scoop on what you're going to see for content. And between now and then, we have no lives planned on the ships. That we don't have, ship internet can be good for some things, but for doing lives continuously for an hour can be a challenge. So I think we're just going to not try to do a live.
Maybe we'll try doing like Instagram lives.
Yeah, we might do kind of pop-ups on Instagram.
We'll probably do that. Okay, guys.
So if you just follow our channel's names the same on Instagram as it is on YouTube, just go there and find us, and you can watch for us to see all the stuff as live as it's going to be on Instagram.
Right.
That makes sense? Yeah. So, Celebrity. So before I get to the tips and tricks, what are you looking forward to most on Celebrity that you think you're going to get you haven't had on another cruise line?
That I haven't had on any other cruise line.
Tough question.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure.
A magic carpet.
Magic carpet. Yes, that was my question. See, this is the problem. If he doesn't let me ask my question when they're in my head, I forget about them. So here was my question that I had for you that have been on the Apex was, does the drink package work on the magic carpet, or is that something like a special event? Because someone messaged today and said, oh, you have to go on the magic carpet and have a drink. And I thought, and that made me think, oh, I don't know if that's included in the package or if that is a part of it.
Yeah, we're not sure how that works.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that's different.
That's a question for me. Let me know in the comments, guys.
And also, just to let you know, and some of you probably will shake your heads and will be in disbelief of the next comment I'm going to make here, but that we traditionally now, especially if it's a new something to us, we don't do a lot of research in the days and weeks leading up to it. When we first book it, we may look at a video or two and see whether or not it looks like it's our speed or our style. But then after we do book it, usually we stay away from looking up too much service. We know very little about the Celebrity Apex other than what we saw a few bloggers do months and years ago.
Well, I was just going to say, I think we watched a vlog of the Apex probably a couple of years ago, but not since. So
yeah, and the Sun Princess, I think we watched maybe part of a couple little videos when it first came out in Europe earlier in the year, but we haven't watched anything since. We really don't know what we're getting into there. That lucky we're going with Scott, and my understanding is Scott's watched like every bit of content there is, so he'll know how to guide us around the ship. So, but we kind of do it on purpose because we kind of want to have that. We're brand new on the ship, our eyes are wide open, and we're going to show you exactly what it's like to explore all this for the first time. So
yeah, we want you guys to sort of see our excitement, surprise, our joy, or our dislike, whatever our honest reaction to whatever we're experiencing is. And so we find that seems more real, and it's more, I guess real is really the word I'm looking for. If we don't sort of study what we're going to do beforehand and watch a lot of vlogs. So
because a lot of vlogs, a lot of them are like overly biased towards everything is wonderful and there's nothing bad, and there's some are biased towards everything's awful, don't go on the ship. And we just figured we don't want any bias, we just want a first time experience for ourselves.
Right. So Terry is saying to me that the magic carpet is part of the package.
So there you go, so you'll be able to have a drink on the magic carpet.
Good. And Eden, so that's the other thing that we've never experienced is Eden, and I've heard that that's quite the place. I'm looking forward to checking that out, and I hear they do shows there. There's a bar there with a specific menu there, but also I hear that it's a very quiet, nice place to hang out during the day and just sit back and read a book. So I'm looking forward to that.
You know more than me then.
That's all just from comments that people have been messaging us, through social media. It's not because I've been watching anything, but that's just what people have been telling me. So I'm looking forward to that.
And Terry says, get to Eden early if you want to watch a show, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Kate says it's just like another bar, basically.
Yeah, but it moves up and down.
I don't know if it moves when you're on it, though.
Oh, no?
My impression was it doesn't move. Like, I know Royal Caribbean has that bar inside that moves up and down, but I don't believe that the magic carpet, the level it's at, it stays at that level for whatever function they have. So,
I didn't realize that.
So if it's up top, it stays up top and it doesn't move when you're on it.
Oh, so people aren't on it when it's moving. It just moves.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Let us know if I'm wrong, but I think that's what I read.
Oh, okay.
And then if it gets moved down farther for tendering, then that's.
And we'll have that opportunity, right? Because we'll be tendering in Grand Cayman with it. So we'll be using it there.
So Terry's saying it's part of the package.
It doesn't move when people are on it. That's what Scott's saying.
Does not move. There you go.
Okay.
Scott, our cruise expert.
There you go.
Cleared us up. There you go. So it's not like the Royal Caribbean, because part of the selling point of the wanting Royal Caribbean is it does move while you're on it from deck to deck.
Right. I guess that's what I was thinking of. Okay.
And
all right.
I'm just going back to the Sun Princess comment here. We did have a tip from Todd.
Okay, yeah, he has a few here. So let's start at tip number one.
Tip number one for the Sun Princess. And if you have more comments about Celebrity, we'll still get into that. We're bouncing all over between these two ships.
Okay, so Sun Princess, if you want to catch a show in the dome, go to the bar on the starboard side forward for a cocktail and wait to get into the show. Very, very limited spacing. This area is, seating. This area is allowed to enter first. Wow.
So they make you line up. So you can't just go there a couple hours before and be chilling out. They actually clear the place and then let people in.
You can but you can sit in this bar on the side and have a drink, and then you can go in. So that'll be definitely, thank you, Todd. That's a useful tip.
Starboard forward. And that's really close to our cabin, because our cabin, from what we can tell, is like underneath the dome.
Underneath the dome?
Well, pretty close to underneath the dome, yeah. We might be right under it.
Perfect. We'll be up all night long. No sleeping for us.
Yeah, so does the dome go quiet at about midnight? Does Todd know that?
Yeah. What time does it end? Yeah, we're going to be up till 1 in the morning every night. You can't go to bed early.
Maybe we'll just go through the comments and we'll just bounce back and forth instead of jumping and trying to find all the comments.
So Paul is saying, enjoy Celebrity. We've done 2 cruises with them. We are going on the Freedom of the Seas on the 17th. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
And
Todd's tip number 2. Glass elevator at the far aft on the Sun. Beautiful view. I've never seen anyone cover this elevator. Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to check that out too.
Elevator at the aft of the Sun.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Scott's saying that he recently noticed the cruise mapper uses the math for space ratio on their charts.
Okay, this is where I'm going to get into it, though.
Uh-oh.
Because there's 2 numbers that cruise lines have. There is the absolute max capacity, and then there is the double occupancy. And I can find from website to website, even if you go to Wiki, from different Wiki pages, some of them don't consistently use one or the other. They bounce between the 2, and there can be a drastic difference between max and double occupancy. I found a more accurate result in what I've noticed for our cruises is I use double occupancy only. I don't use the max capacity. I know that gets thrown out if like it's a family ship like Carnival and there's a lot of 3rd and 4th children.
Right.
But I find that we're usually not cruising when children are out now, so it's not applicable to us. So I'd be curious to see whether Scott uses double occupancy or does he use max when he does the calculation, because I found double was more realistic for our numbers for what we found. So there you go.
He's in the weeds there with it.
In the weeds, Scott. And
James and Kitty Cat have a question. Sorry. A question for you. Are you part of the Canadian hurricane track that is displayed on the Weather Channel? There's always a European track and a Canadian track.
No. I don't think so. Oh, I see. Kimmy might be even talking about the different modeling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
So yeah, no, I use all the different models. The same idea. I use the European sometimes, the Canadian sometimes, the American, the NOAA
I think
one.
she's asking where the Canadian comes from. Like it's not something that you work involved
I do not make it.
You have
No,
nothing to do with it.
no. Right? I use all my computer powering for editing YouTube videos. Not at work, in case anybody from work's watching. But I'm just saying on my personal computer. Well, I'm in the weeds there too.
Yeah, I tell you.
But yeah, no. So yeah, that's just another thing the Canadian government does that. So I do. It's a tool that I use, but I don't make it.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Yeah. So I don't.
In a very roundabout way. That's a different branch of the government from what he works for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
We monitor hurricane tracks for situational awareness, but we don't do any modeling of where they're going.
Right.
Yeah. And
Todd is giving you tip number 3. To be one of the first to know, stop at Future Cruising Department. New program being launched on this ship for offers.
Okay. So they got a new future cruise offer deal on Sun Princess.
Okay.
I
wonder if it's for all cruises, like all Princess cruises, if you get special deals offered on that one.
Well, Princess has been doing some weird stuff that way, though. Like they've been rolling different things out on different ships at different times. I found like the Premier package was kind of rolled out differently. So I wonder if that's the same with this or not. We'll check that out. And I'm just saying, James and Kitty Cat are saying Virgin, question mark. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just trying to scroll ahead.
They're making it a Seinfeld represent. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, maybe I shouldn't put that up. It's risque. But there is an innocent Seinfeld rappers going on here. So yeah, you don't want to be the orgy guy like in Seinfeld, do you? In reference to Virgin Cruises. And if you don't want to talk about it or Kimmy can't talk about it, you have to watch more Seinfeld because you'll understand all that. So Virgin, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that type of stuff pops up in the Monday training tomorrow.
Todd is saying that the Sun has quite an active nightlife and that we haven't experienced on other Princess cruises.
Oh, yeah?
That's interesting.
I'm seeing Todd's comment maybe before the one you found saying that internet is incredible on the Sun.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So maybe we will be able to do a live.
You're at 247.
Oh, yeah, I am. Okay.
If we do a live, I think it'll probably be more of Instagram pop-up lives. Hey, everybody. Okay. So just kind of stay glued to your phone all day long waiting for those lives because we won't know what's going to happen. No, don't do that.
You're ridiculous.
That'd be a good. You have to tell your boss that you're taking the week off so you can make sure you catch all the lives on Cruising Canucks on Instagram.
Right. And Bruce and Tony are asking a question.
Oh, okay.
Does the package work on Coco K? And I know the answer to this one. It does.
It does work?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, yeah? For a celebrity. And does it work for Royal? Do you know? For all of them, does it work?
I didn't check it out. I know that I checked it out on the Celebrity website because I was looking for something about it. Anyways, and that came up.
So perfect day, the drink package works. That's what you're saying. Guaranteed.
Christine's confirming it right here at 2:50. If you put hers up, comment up. She's saying yes, it does work on Coco K.
And the famous chicken sandwiches at the food truck.
What about them?
Well, that sounds like a bigger draw than the drink package for me.
Oh, I see.
I've been waiting forever to try these chicken sandwiches. And too many package works on Coco K. I'm just trying to catch up where you're at. And Scott is saying he's confirming. We got into the weeds. He says double occupancy is the way to go with that calculation. So we're on the same page. That's good.
Todd is saying, I won't affect your experience on the cruise. I don't want to affect your experience on the cruise. I will hold off here and Discord until yours is complete. Thanks.
Uh-oh.
But he is saying the offers are for all cruises I'm seeing here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe there's bad stuff that Todd doesn't want to tell us about.
Phil and Shelley's Travels are saying, in the Apex Theater, the top balcony area is reserved for suite guests. However, 5 minutes before the show, they open it up for everyone. There you go. There's a little trick. If you come in late, you can get a seat there if it works.
So where's the theater? I see.
The theater.
I thought I was thinking about your Eden space, but yeah, I'll say the theater, the other end of the ship, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what end of the ship everything's at. I'm going to be totally lost on this cruise ship. That'll be a new thing for me.
Oh, yeah. Being lost on a cruise ship?
Usually I know exactly where I am at all times.
That happens on every cruise ship.
Unless you trick me and turn me around and then ask me which way to go.
I was comical because I thought for sure by the time I asked him in one of our vlogs, one day we were coming back from the pool and I said, I'll let you lead the way and see if you can figure it out. Because, at this point we'd been on the ship for many, many days, in my opinion, and he should know it. But no, he still got it wrong. That's the reason why you're always, when he's filming, you're always seeing the back of my hair and the back of my back, because I'm having to lead him to where we're going.
Yeah, that's because we come up the stairs or get out the elevator. She grabs me. Remember that kids game where you spin a kid in circles and then they go off wandering in different directions? That's what it's like for me.
I do not.
That's
so full of it.
If you cruise with us, you know that's the truth.
That's not true. Lots of people have cruised with us. They've never seen me spin you around like you're a child. Come off it.
Terry says it works, I think, for both. I think she's talking Royal Caribbean and Celebrity on perfect day.
Yeah.
Drink package works for both.
And the mozzarella sticks. That's right. I forgot about that. There is chicken sandwich and mozzarella sticks, right?
Yeah, we have to put the mozzarella sticks on the chicken sandwich, is my understanding. So that comes from J&D is where
that's
we're getting
right. And that's the vlog we watched, a couple of years ago of them being maybe on the Apex even. I'm not sure.
Yeah. And so what are you looking forward to most on the Sun Princess? What's different about it that you've never seen on a ship?
Well, they do have a lot of new venues that we haven't checked out, that we haven't experienced, that I want to check out. So there's going to be a lot of new, new restaurants and venues and stuff like that.
I would be curious to know someone who's been on the Sun Princess twice and saw what it was like when it came out. And now that they've renovated and they've moved the venues all over the place, how much different it really is. I'm kind of curious about that change so early into the life of a cruise ship.
I think I know what your favorite's going to be. Todd just commented saying there are chicken nuggets on the Sun Princess in the eatery, Jerry.
Eatery? Where's the eatery? I need more details.
You're going to have to find it. Todd, don't give him any more details. We'll just get him on the ship and I'll say, find the eatery. And we'll see, I'll film and see how long it takes him to find the eatery. Is that a buffet?
No? Is that a restaurant? Where's the eatery? Now I have to go look up the eatery.
See?
It's stuck in my brain.
The confusion has already begun. He hasn't even got on the ship yet and he's confused.
See,
funny.
Christine's trying to help me. People are actually trying to help me,
Okay.
She's saying the theater's at the front of the ship and has 2 levels. Oh, hold on. More information coming in.
Oh.
Scott's helping me too.
Oh, Deck 9 app.
It's at the eatery. Is that what we're talking about? So is there chicken nuggets like from breakfast time right through to bedtime?
Okay, stop. You're ridiculous.
I need details here. What kind of sauces? Is there barbecue sauce, plum sauce?
Oh.
I need to know what kind of sauces they have too. Look what you've started.
Yeah.
More people are helping me. You're telling them not to help me.
It's
And they're
funny.
helping
I'm
me.
trying to get him to go on an adults only cruise with Virgin, but I actually travel with the child when I bring him, so I really shouldn't do it.
Yeah. Do they have chicken nuggets on Virgin? Does anybody know that question? Oh, speaking of food, I've
I
only
knew
been,
this was coming.
I'm only in charge of packing 2 things. I can only be trusted with 2 things. Maybe I should phrase it. One of them is the vlog electronic gear. I'm trusted with that.
Yes.
And the snacks.
The snacks.
So I've already got my snacks.
That's because I don't believe you need to bring snacks on a cruise ship. Let me know what you think about that, everybody. You're on a cruise ship with free, unlimited food all over the place. Do you still need snacks in your cabin?
I'm sure everybody's going to say yes.
I don't think you do.
So
Especially on a princess ship where they'll deliver food to your cabin. But yes, of course, we have to bring snacks with us.
I've got 2 different types of snacks, one for each cruise, of course.
Oh, is that what it is?
So the Celebrity Cruise is going to get wine gums.
Oh, is it?
So my snacks, I'll be eating these on the Celebrity Apex.
Oh, okay.
Is the plan. So
So you can't open them up and make them both last for 2 weeks?
No.
Okay.
No.
I see.
And I'm saving these ones special for the Sun Princess. These are the pretzels that Alex and Drew set us up with.
Yes.
Yeah. And Scott and Matt enjoyed these with us when we were in Alaska. So I've got another bag of them. We're going to share them again, this time in the Caribbean. So
there you go.
There you go. So that's the plan. That's Sun Princess treats, wine gums for the Apex. So
snacks have to get packed.
Yes.
So I need to leave room for snacks to get in.
Look how big they are. That's going to take up a big part of a suitcase too. We may have to leave a couple pairs of my pants at home.
Oh God. Here we go. Susan saying no snacks needed. Scott says I get snacks at port duty free for my stateroom. Christine saying no snacks for us. Exactly. LOL snacks. Never thought of taking them on a cruise. Ken saying. See? Oh no, you have to travel with snacks if you're bringing Mr. Canuck.
That's next level cruising right there.
Remember, I don't know if you guys were like this, but I can remember traveling when our children were little, 2, 3, 4 years old, and I never left the house without a granola bar in my purse for them, just in case they needed a snack somewhere or they're getting a little hangry. Well, that's what it's like traveling with Mr. Canuck. You have to bring some snacks with them all the time.
Well, sometimes Mrs. Canuck's even nice enough to me that on the airplane, unexpectedly, I'll be in the airplane, like kind of, and she'll pull out a surprise snack for me. So there you go. Isn't that nice?
I travel with a child. Snacks on the plane, yes. Yeah,
there you go. 2 of my favorite things on the group cruise that we just did this last February was, first of all, number 1 was like all these wonderful people we met that are like friends for a lifetime now. That was the top thing. The second most important thing for that cruise for me was the snack exchange. We did a snack exchange on the group cruise, and there were so many snacks. It was like wonderful.
You loved it, did you?
I loved it. Yes. Yes. For the first time ever, I had to give snacks away because I had so many snacks. Yes. That's a good place to be, is too many snacks. So we have to make that a priority on the next group cruise.
I wasn't planning on doing a snack exchange on the next cruise, actually.
Yeah, now nobody's going to come.
Speaking about the group cruise, though, maybe we should take a minute and just do a little update for everybody. If you're booked on the group cruise, and 68 of you are, final payment's all been made and it's all confirmed. Email has been put through our dining reservations with Holland America, and that's going to get all looked after, they tell me. But the other thing is we have the group t-shirt designed, ready, and it's up for sale. So check out our private Facebook group for that. And there's a link there for you to order your group t-shirt if you want to do that.
That reminds me too that a lot of you have been asking for a Cruising Canucks ball cap that you see me wear, and so we've made a slightly different version. But there's a version available also on our merchandise page now. You can get it on our website, cruisingcanucks.com. So I know that last year at this time, a couple people were like, "Oh, I'd really like to get one just as a Christmas gift or take on a cruise." It took us a year, but we got it out there finally. So.
Yeah, the embroidery for the hat, it didn't want to do it easily, so we had to get the logo changed up a little bit and edit the colors a bit to make it work. But we do have one now.
Finally got a hat that's going to be on there. Yeah, mine's getting worn out, so I'm going to need one myself soon. So, do you want to do more snack comments, or are we after our time here?
Yeah, I think we're almost done, but if you want to, go ahead.
Me and my manly man are weighing in on the snack debate.
Okay, I have never felt the need to bring snacks on a cruise. However, my manly man must have snacks, and now I agree, considering I ate them watching the Love Boat in bed at the end of the night. There you go.
There you go.
Mhm.
Oh,
Jennifer saying I bring nuts, trail mix, and sometimes crisps and salty. Mostly I take them for excursions and on the plane. And it's true, there's been times where, some of his snacks that I've had to pack have worked out well when you're on an excursion, because we've done some excursions where we haven't had lunch because we've been busy snorkeling all day or something. So it's nice to get out of the water and have a little snack right there. Mm-hmm.
And another thing about group cruise, Todd is asking about whether there's going to be a third group cruise because he was unavailable.
Mm-hmm.
We had 2 booked when the last one was announced, and we're hoping to announce that when we get back after the cruise. I know we said that last time we went on a cruise, but
that plan fell through, so now we're on plan B.
Yeah, plan B or C, because that cruise that we were looking at possibly for the next group cruise doubled in price, and we thought that wasn't fair to anybody, including ourselves, that we didn't want to pay that much for a cruise. So we were back looking. It still looks like it's going to be Princess. We're still looking for early 2026, late January, early April. Late January, early February is the plan. So we just haven't quite got the details. We're really close to a plan there. So unfortunately, won't be able to tell you that till probably early December, but that'll be 13, 14 months ahead of when it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Sarah's telling us to check out the Sunset Bar on the Celebrity ship. It's a must. Mm-hmm. So there you go. And let's end it with Terry saying we can do a hometown snack exchange on the group cruise.
I think she's bringing cheese. That's what I think Terry's bringing.
Really?
Okay.
There you go.
I think we're there. We're over our hour, and we have to leave to continue packing to leave in a few days.
Oh, exciting. So yes, please follow along and join us on Instagram if you haven't already done so, that you can see the regular updates as we're traveling over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, in the next couple of weeks, we are going on the Celebrity Apex, and we're going on the Sun Princess boat to the Caribbean to a bunch of different spots. And then we'll be having those vlogs come out in December. I just see Mary on there saying, where are we going? So we're going to the Caribbean, leaving out of Florida. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't even remember all the details of the spots we're going to. But yeah, that's all. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. And we will see you in another month almost. It'll be December by the time we're back.
It probably will be a while before we have a live, yes.
We'll have all the stories and tell you all about our experience on the new Sun Princess and our first ever celebrity cruise. We're very excited.
All right.
Okay.
Bye for now.
Bye, everybody. Take care.